What's going on, everyone? It's Stevie, and today we're going to be talking about the totems again, and in particular how to combine them for some awesome damage as well as some growth rate. So I'm going to show you how to use these totems and explain a little bit more about these because I've been learning quite a bit, and I've got some news for you. So I'm going to share what I know currently, and last time everyone kept commenting on my dancing chickens, so I'm going to show you how to make your chickens dance as well. Totally random, totally unrelated, but I'm going to show you how to make your chickens dance. But before I begin, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you're new. There's a lot of you who haven't subscribed yet, and we are getting so close to 200,000 subs. We're at like what are we at, like 192 or something like that. So thank you so much for all of your support. So let's go and get over here first, and I'm just gonna start out with this part because this is really funny. So if you come over here, you'll notice I have a jukebox. If you have a jukebox going, your chickens will dance. Simple as that. So just play some music on your jukebox if you have the Game Pass. If you don't, then no dancing chickens. Now, unfortunately, the jukebox does require a Game Pass for this to work, so you're going to need that Game Pass for you to be able to play any music for them to dance. So unfortunately, this is a Game Pass only feature, so if you're wondering how to do it, you do need that jukebox Game Pass. It's like $5. All right, so now I want to go over here, and you can see I've got this Hickory Farm, right? You can see I've got a bunch of trees here. I'm going to show you something. Obviously, you know how hard it is to chop these down. Currently, my wood cutting is not that great. It's okay. It's at 69, so it's not amazing, but it's pretty good, right? So, and I also have a diamond axe, but even with these two things, without these upgraded, it takes a while. So look, it's going to take 8 hits. Okay, so check this out: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 hits for me to be able to take down a hickory. Now, I found a couple things that are really interesting. So one is, obviously I can max this one out. So I'll go ahead and max this all the way out. So you'll see it does cost quite a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this one out real quick so I can get those materials back. And we're gonna max this one out in the middle, just on utility. All right, so you can see I've got max utility on this one. Now I'm gonna come over here and you're gonna notice it's a lot better, but it's still not quite 1 hit. So check this out: 1, 2, and 3, right? 3 hits with this maxed out with utility. Now, something that's really cool is this is actually shared and it stacks. Okay, so this will actually stack for me. So if I do another one, it will actually stack on top of that. So I can actually max this out as well. So now I've got 2 maxed out on utility. Watch how many hits. 2 hits, right? Now if I do another one, maxing out on utility right there. So these are all 3 of these are maxed on utility. So it's just 3 maxed. Watch this. 1 hit, 1 hit. This is so much better than the lumber mill. The lumber mill takes so much longer. So this is a great, look how much XP I'm getting. It's absolutely bonkers, like crazy amount of XP in a short amount of time. So if you're trying to like grind that XP really fast, this is a great way to do it. Now, I want to show you something else here. Here's what's interesting. See how far these are? I'm gonna put them right here. All right. I'm gonna show you something here. And you could use any of the ore totems. So any of the grade totems you could pretty much use for this. You can even use the clay one, is fine, no problem. You can even multi-purpose this if you want. You can put conveyors on the other side and farm. But see how far I am from these? I'm gonna go and max these out again with the help of my auto clicker. So see how far those are? Watch this. Still reaches. And it's like, what I found, it's like 10 blocks away. Let's see, how far were those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's actually more than 10. And it actually also works really high above and below. So someone will actually, I forgot who said this, but someone was telling me it's a radius, like a range of like a radius. So it's like a sphere for its collider. I don't know if that's the case, but I kind of think they're right because I did a bunch of measurement tests and it was kind of weird. Like I did a bunch of tests like far away, like this side, and then I went straight up, and oddly enough, it wasn't a perfect square. It was kind of weird. So I'm going to show you this real quick. I'm going to go upwards. So you can actually put these above or below your trees to make for a really great way to farm trees, especially the higher end ones. Now, the maples don't require it quite as much. The maples are a little bit easier. Look how far up it is, and it still works 1 hit. It also works underneath it. So there's a big range for these. I can't remember how many blocks that is. It's like, I mean, this right here is not even the limit. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's like probably about 15, pretty far. So you can pretty much make a really cool auto farm out of that. The other thing I found interesting is you don't have to fully upgrade these to do maple. So if I want a one-shot maple, it does not require to fully upgrade all 3 of those. And in fact, you can even stack more of them if you want. It's actually a little bit cheaper if you don't try to fully max them because these require like sticky gears and stuff, but they still require a lot of resources either way. So it's really just up to you on what you want to do with this. The other thing I actually use these for quite a bit. So when you come over here, I'm going to show you something. So you can see I've got got a lot of starfruit totems over here, but look how hard it is to actually break these. So you can see 1, 2, there's 2 of them. What I like to do is actually just go and plant one of these out. Then I fully upgrade it. And because the range is so good, if I want to take out a bunch of stuff, you can just pretty much just one hit them and just put it away after you're done. Basically, it like overpowers your pickaxe. So it's a great little tool to just kind of pop out and keep with you and just plant it whenever you need it and then take it back. So it's just nice. It's nice utility currently. So what I'm showing you here is an example that you can actually use different types of totems for any crop. So what's happening here is you'll notice all of these starfruit totems actually have a small upgrade amount. So they're all up to level 4. You can actually bump that up more if you want, especially if you have more materials. And what's happening here is it's actually speeding the crops up. What I found was without really, leveling up too much, with all of these crops being up to like level 3 or so, which doesn't cost that much. If you look at the cost currently, even this, it's only 12 and 253. You could do that very easily and very cheaply. And I had a ton of extra starfruit totems. So you can see I still have a ton. I've got 49 still. So I could just keep placing those down and they actually stack on top of each other. I'm going to show you that attribute real quick, but the range is pretty good too, similar to the damage totems. So you can just plop those down. And I'm going to show you that attribute right here again. It's 1% plus 1% to nearby crop growth area. So I just bring that up to like 4 and it's going to bump at 6%. And you can do that multiple times. And obviously it's stacking and stacking and stacking. And it's going to slowly speed up this crop. And so obviously wheat takes a little bit, not too long, but it takes a little bit. Right now with all of these, without upgrading any, it is about a minute and 20 seconds for each wheat. Then when I upgraded this, it's almost like a minute. So I upgraded this guy as well. And right at 39, this is a minute total. So it's actually really fast. And I timed it with the start flag. So if you want to time your crops, by the way, you don't actually have to get a timer out. Just place a start flag out and then you just kind of watch it and time it. So when it deploys, just, walk over that. Okay, there, now we can actually time it. And so if you have maybe upgraded action speed or something, you can just time everything using the little start flag. That's what I've been doing. That way you don't have to get any timers or, phones out or stopwatches out. But again, the great thing is if you have other totems, like a lot of different types of crop totems, you don't actually have to use the same type. So if you just want to speed up the wheat, this entire totem setup will actually speed up any crops nearby. So if I have the wheat right here, maybe I have starfruit over here. I have not tested it on actual berries. Let's go ahead and test that out real quick. We can actually see how fast berries, do. But again, this is a great way to, speed up stuff. Now it doesn't work to my knowledge for any of the others yet. I mean, I haven't seen anything because nothing in here says action speed for everything else. It's only the first one that seems to apply anything nearby. The same goes for obviously the damage, totem. So I also set up a test on the other attributes of the totems. So I'm going to show you that real quick. I'm going to use stone and some conveyors. So right here, we got some stone outs. Let's go ahead and put some conveyors and we'll put out a chest just so we capture everything. So what I did for this was I actually tested the upgraded version versus the non-upgraded. So we'll go ahead and upgrade this one on efficiency. And I'm going to show you how fast it is. For a fully upgraded version of this, it's 10 seconds compared to the 30 seconds. So pretty much this totem's actually going to spawn stone every 10 seconds. So it's going to spawn 3 times every cycle of these. So for every one that this does, it's going to do 3. So it's super fast. It's definitely a nice upgrade. The other thing I can show you is see how I just got +3 stone when I picked that up. So I'll do this one. I get +2. Sometimes it's +3. There's another 3. There's another 3 or 2. And then there's more 2. So it's kind of RNG. Sometimes you get 3. Sometimes you get 2, right? So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this one's quality. And what you're going to see with the quality boost is that we're going to be able to actually harvest 13. So look at that. So once these coin deposits actually catch up, you're going to see how much we just made. But you actually make anywhere between 8 to 13 stone each pickup. So you see I just got 8 compared to the 3 and 2. So this is actually really good if you really want to farm something very quickly. It's a nice temporary upgrade. So you can see I just got 13. So it's definitely doing more than these other 4 combined. So you don't actually need these other totems because this one's doing all of the work. So if you think about it, we can do almost up to 36 for every cycle that this does 2 to 3. So it's just a faster way to do, farms if you have a lot of supplies. Now I can see a lot of people are going to be farming these. I mean, they're almost critical for us. It just seems like we're going to have to grind harder to be able to get the resources for being able to make these because right now it's going to be really hard for people to make these. Imagine doing a coal farm that way. You can actually get a lot of blocks. So now I'm actually going to come over here and we're going to test the berry bushes real quick to see if they're actually faster. So let's go get a start flag out. We're going to go and just grab one of these. We're going to reset it and we're going to see how long this actually takes for berries. Yeah, actually it's way faster than half the time. It's usually 7 minutes it was 2.5 minutes. That is way faster. That is way faster. So you can basically so you can actually have a smaller berry farm and be able to harvest faster. It's super cool. So I want to give a shout out to FireXZY for the tree concept here, for how to actually stack the totems for creating more damage for the trees. That's a great idea. So thanks so much for sending that in on my Discord. I also want to give a shout out to Fuzzy Bubs for hooking me up on some steel purchases, because I've been hunting for like a ton of steel for a while, and she was able to get me about 9,000 to buy from her, as well as Slow Blocks. I appreciate the gear boxes. So thanks so much to both of you for the support. Be sure to check out their shops on the sellers list. I don't know if they're online actually. Yeah, Slow Blocks is actually online right now, and I think Fuzzy is offline. So I hope you got some great ideas from this one for the totems, at least a couple uses, and make, you know, especially with the fact that they do actually stack. So that is actually super helpful for your tree farms, especially if you're trying to, you know, cut higher end trees. Now, the lumber mill autos are actually really good for, you know, the lower end trees, because, you know, you can pretty much just auto it that way. But when it comes to like hickory and maple, I would not recommend them for your auto trees. I would actually just do that setup. That way you can one-shot them, and especially, you know, for your XP, you're going to actually be grinding through XP so quick on that. In fact, I'm probably going to go and set that up again and start cutting some, and so I can get this leveled. But thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and I will see you all in the next vid. Peace.